A few videos ago, after a visit by a curious black bear, I found a section of river loaded with gold. The scenery was unmatched and our pans were heavy.
There we go.
But after we left and winter had passed, I knew there was more gold, just waiting to be found. It was practically begging for someone to discover where it was hiding. But exactly where it wasn't so obvious, and this problem of finding gold is perfect for a prospector to solve. In fact, it is the definition of a prospector. So with winter behind us and the snow gone, we've packed our gear and returned to the California motherlode. What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time visiting, you distracted me. You find a good spot? If this is your first time visiting, my name is Mountaineer Matt, and today we are on a very gold-rich section of the American River. If you like gold prospecting and you like the outdoors, consider subscribing. Now come join me and let's get started. All right, so we've walked all up and down this river, probably about a quarter mile in each direction where the trail comes down. And we've settled on this gravel bar right here. It's in an inside bend in the river. It's got plenty of large boulders here in the gravel bar, which could possibly mean that there's large gold just falling in this area since the larger rocks are falling here, just heavier stuff's falling out. So I found this spot right up here. Here's my pan, I already got it set up. There's this large boulder right here and these other large boulders behind it. I'm gonna get these boulders out of the way and dig down in there and see what kind of gold we can pull out of there. Scott's over there, it looks like he might have found a spot, so he's working on that over there, and we'll see how we do. Let's run our first pan. All right, we've got those larger boulders out of the way. Dug a little hole right here, see if there's any gold a little further down. And here's our pan. Let's take it out to the water and see how we did. All right, so that first spot we were looking at was kind of a bust, but we were just digging this small hole right here and we've just barely scratched the surface. And we actually did really good from that pan. You can see right here, we've got several good looking flakes here. Some of them even have a little bit of character to them, a little texture, which means they haven't been in the water too long. And yeah, this is looking really good. So we're gonna keep working this spot right here. If we go down a little further, might get some bigger pieces. I have a good feeling about it. So let's do a couple more pans. All right, pan number 2 from the same spot's looking really good. We got several flakes that are larger than any of the pieces that we got in that last pan. So we're gonna keep working this spot and see if it keeps producing this kind of gold. Scott's working another spot. He's cleaning out his first pan right now. And he's trying a spot that's slightly submerged under the water to see how that works for him. So we're going around doing test pans, but since I found this spot right here, I'm gonna stick to it until it stops giving me gold. All right, so something really exciting just happened. I was digging out this hole right here, the one we were just looking at, and I went down a little bit further, and as I'm digging it out, I see this little flash, and what do you know? Found myself a nice little flake right here. It's a really nice piece. It's got a little bit of thickness to it, and it's definitely got weight. I can feel it when I pick it up and drop it in my hand. This one's gonna go straight in my snuffer bottle. I'm not gonna risk putting it back in the pan, so really exciting. We'll get a much better look at that when we get back to the house and weigh it up. All right, back at camp. This is our setup. We're right on the edge of the river here. Scott's getting ready to make some dinner. We got spaghetti and meat sauce tonight. And Mila is a very sleepy girl today. She's had a long day, huh, Mila? All right, it's another beautiful morning in the Sierra Nevadas. We've had some coffee and breakfast. Let's get back on the gold. Good girl. So this morning we're gonna start in this gravel bar here, which has tons of large boulders, and it's on the really large inside bend of the river. And actually the last time I was here, I had a run-in with a black bear, which you can see in one of my previous videos. I'll go ahead and link that at the end of the video, so be sure to check that out. The bear actually just came down from the bluff right here on the other side, came back behind us, and then went back up the other side of the river. And yeah, he wasn't shy at all. But we haven't seen him since we've been out here, so who knows? Maybe he'll come visit us again. But in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue doing some test pans around here and see if we can find where the gold is. So I just got done doing a test pan in this small hole right here, and let me show you how I did. All right, and this is all the gold that I got out of that little hole that I just showed you. And there's just so much black sand and so much gold in here that I couldn't even really get it separated. So really, I think this is only about 3/4 of the gold that's actually in this pan. But this is really good. This is a lot of gold. So I'm gonna keep working this hole right here, and we're just gonna keep getting the gold. I think we found the pay streak. So I'm finding that most of the gold is within the first 12 inches of the gravel bar. That spot that I just showed you where we had all that gold in that pan, I did a couple more pans in there, and then after I got deep enough, there just started being a lot less gold in that spot. So I've moved to another spot that's right next to it. It's the same thing, the top 12 inches have all the gold, and then you go any deeper and there's really nothing down there. So let me show you the spot I just did and show you how the pan turned out. All right, here's the spot we were working before where we got that first pan with that good amount of gold, and then I just went over to this next rock over, and you can see I've gone down about 8 inches or so. And let me show you the pan. We got tons of gold in here. Looks like we are on that pay streak. Plenty of good sized flakes. And yeah, we're just out here having fun and getting a lot of gold. All right, well, the last couple of days have been really good to us. Both Scott and I got plenty of gold. We will be back here in a few weeks, so be sure to subscribe so you can watch that video when it comes out. We're gonna start the long, strenuous hike out of here, get back to the house, and weigh up the gold. All right, and we're back at Mountaineer headquarters. I'm really glad we had a chance to get back to that spot, and we had a lot of success. Now let's look at the gold. All right, and here's that first picker we found when we were just digging in the top of the gravel bar. Kind of just popped right out at us. It's definitely got a little bit of weight to it. It's definitely a thicker flake. I would call it a picker for sure. Really exciting find. Now let's look at some of the smaller stuff we found. All right, let's do our final weigh in. First, we'll do our large picker that we found. 0.195. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of our gold. And we have a total of 1.16 grams. And before we wrap up this video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who has supported and subscribed to this channel. We just recently hit 500 subscribers, which is a small milestone for some, but it's a huge milestone for me, and hopefully a first of many more milestones to come. Again, thank you so much. Next stop, 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, chances are you'll like my previous videos and future videos to come. So be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified when the next video comes out. Be sure to like and share this video with your friends. And until the next adventure, I'm out.